Hello and welcome to another MCO update about gold. We take a look at the gold futures chart. The price is still extending higher in this 5-wave move to the upside that we have started to track already a few days ago. So we are now approaching here new all-time high territory. I'm not sure. I think the spot chart might have already reached all-time highs, new all-time highs. The gold futures chart, not yet. And this would be the time for the bears to turn up if the white scenario is indeed playing out, all right? Quick reminder, in the white scenario, we had an ABC down in a first A wave, okay? A wave of potentially a larger correction. This here would be a B wave flat correction to the upside. As part of this flat correction, a new all-time high can form, but honestly shouldn't really if this is part of the larger decline, because it would be too bullish for that. So typically wouldn't happen. It can though, it would be technically valid. But as I said to you yesterday, it will be the next pullback that will decide, is it the white count or the yellow count? As per yesterday's update, I highlighted to you that one more high is still likely, and that also formed. I think yesterday we were just consolidating below the 61.8 retracement, so it was respecting here that level for a bit, and now is actually pushing to form that fifth wave I've been watching for. Again, quick reminder, fifth waves on the gold chart can extend, so that's why it's quite long. It will really be that last pullback, the next pullback that will decide. Which one is it? Is it the yellow scenario or the white one? In the white count, another low, and then a beginning of a much larger correction is likely unfolding. In the yellow scenario, yeah, corrective pullback, further upside. Possibly one more high, possibly one more high, and I'm not. And again, if depending on how high this goes, that could be all of the fifth wave. Okay, we just need to be aware of that. Either way, I will have a support area here when that pullback starts. That will tell us, or let's say, it will allow us to distinguish between the yellow scenario, more bullish, just a corrective pullback, then upside continuation, and the white scenario, which means corrective rally and beginning of a much larger correction that could even take us into the, 2,500 range or so going forward, but that will take a while. So I think the levels should be clear, Next resistances mentioned, obviously all-time high 3,200, it might already be reached when you watch the video, then 3,215 and 3,280. We could even add the next ones. These are simply levels to watch. 3,363 would all be relevant for this fifth wave to the upside. For me, the question is still, has a larger decline begun? Price action today doesn't really support that thesis. And as always, a 3-wave move down always keeps the door open for higher. That's why it's typically after the first decline, the rally, that will tell us if we need to keep the door open for, higher prices. Because if it's a 5-wave move, as this one is, it can be wave 1 in yellow. So I think for now, the focus is still on higher. If you really want to focus on higher in the very short term, well, I would say it's the last swing low here that is relevant as key levels. So any break below that 3,133 level would be an indication that a top of sorts has formed. I mean, against that level, focus can be on higher. Below that level, we're approaching support, okay? And this support zone between $3,016 and $3,100 will have to be adjusted until we actually have a top. So that's the update about gold. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then make sure that you follow our stocks and S&P 500 membership. Here we cover the NASDAQ, S&P 500, and additional stocks updates. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.